discussing about Arduino Uno. So first of all, let us know what is Arduino. So Arduino is an open source platform, which means the board and the software are readily available and anyone can modify and optimize the board for the better functionality. Arduino consists of both a physically programmable circuit board, often referred to as microcontroller, and a piece of software or IDE that runs on your computer and is used to write and upload the code to the physical board. There are many kinds of Arduino board, namely Arduino Duo, Arduino Nano, Arduino Fio, Arduino Uno, or Arduino Mega. But one of the most popular Arduino board out there is Arduino Uno. And I guess Arduino Uno is the best board for getting started with the basics. Let's get started with Arduino Uno. The first thing you will notice in Arduino Uno board is the most prominently visible black rectangular chip with 28 pins. This is Atmega 328P by Atmega. This is the microcontroller used for Arduino Uno board. You can think of it as a brain of your Arduino. Arduino has the storage of 32 KB, RAM of 2 KB, and the 8-bit processor runs at only 16 MHz. There are many ways in which we can power the Arduino Uno board. First, it can simply be powered by using the USB cable, which is also used to program the microcontroller. There is another power jack, also known as barrel jack, using which the external regulated power can be supplied in the preferred range of 7 to 12 volts. Additionally, the power can also be supplied from a battery through V-in pin. Arduino Uno has 14 digital input-output pins, which can be used as either input or output by connecting them with different external devices and components. Out of these 14 pins, 6 pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11 with tilde sign are capable of producing PWM signal. In easy words, these pins can simulate analog output too. All the digital pins operate at 5 volt and can output a current of 20 mA. Some of the digital input-output pins have special functionality such as pin number 0 and 1, labeled as RX and TX, are used for serial communication. That is, they are used to receive and transmit the serial data. In our case, there are two places where TX and RX appear. Once by the digital pin 0 and 1. Next, on the TX and RX LED. These LED give us some nice visual indication, that is, the TX LED flashes with different speed while sending the serial data. The speed of flashing depends on the baud rate used by the board. Similarly, the RX LED flashes during the receiving process. Pin number 2 and 3 are used for external interrupt. An external event can be triggered by using these pins by detecting low value, change in value, or falling or rising edge on a signal. Pin 10, 11, 12 and 13, slave select, master out, slave in, master in, slave out and seeded clock respectively are used for SPI communication. Pin 13 has a built-in LED connected to it. When the pin is high, the LED is turned on, and similarly when the pin is low, it is turned off. Arduino Uno board has 6 analog input pins A0 through A5, which can provide 10 bits of resolution, that is 1024 different values. These pins can read the signal from an analog sensor like humidity or temperature sensor and convert it into a digital value that can be read by the microprocessor. By default, the analog pin can measure from ground to 5 volt. But Arduino Uno has a feature where it is possible to change the upper end of the range by using analog reference pin. But the value should be less than 5 volt. Additionally, some analog pins have specialized functionality like pin A4 and A5. These are used for I2C communication. These two pins beside analog reference are also used for the same. There are several power pins on the Arduino board. As I already mentioned, this VIN pin can also be used to power the Arduino board from an external power source, like AC main power supply. There are several ground pins on the Arduino, and any of which can be used to ground your circuit. 5-volt pin supplies 5 output volts. Similarly, this pin supplies 3.3 output volts. Input-output reference pin. This pin on the Arduino board provides the voltage reference with which the microcontroller operates. Reset button. With this button, you can reset your Arduino board, that is, restart your program from the beginning. This can be very useful if your code does not repeat but you want to test it multiple times. The same can be done with this reset pin. Typically, it is used to add a reset button to the shields that block the one on the board. Arduino Uno also has a voltage regulator. There are ICSP headers on the Arduino board by which we can bootload Arduino firmware on any AVR microcontroller. This is cross crystal oscillator which takes 16 million times a second. On each stick, the microcontroller performs one operation, and this operation can be anything, for example addition or subtraction. This was a brief introduction of Arduino Uno board.